Good day, good people. Welcome everybody. It's RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We're here on Calmsden Farm for Farming Simulator 22 on PlayStation 4. Gonna bring you a little bit of tips and tricks for trees. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get something out of it. It's just something that I've learned along the way here doing a challenge called Bake a Cake Challenge here on Calmsden Farm, because I've been busy logging out some of the meadows that are in the periphery of the map to help me along in this challenge that was shared in my Facebook group and Discord. So we're going to show you an easy way to try and get rid of these pesky little bush trees that are in several different areas on this map, and maybe these kind of trees are on other maps in Farming Simulator 22, and hopefully this helps you figure out a better way to remove these trees. Especially since we don't have the option of the mod we had in FS19 here on console called the Lizard T-Rex. So all you really need is yourself the in-game stump cutter in forestry, and you will find that right here. The in-game stump cutter for forestry equipment, the Prinith SF900 for 27,000. Here is what it looks like. This stump cutter works very, very well as the other front two mulcher attachments, which is the TMC Cancelella, can't pronounce that, TFK 200 for 24,500. This thing works pretty good. I just don't use this one. I use this one, the Prinith M650 for 41,000. Works really well. So, if you just want to delete these bush trees and open up different areas on maps, especially here on Calmsden Farm, you just need to get your stump cutter in the magic little area down here in the center of this bush tree. Put her in the ground, turn her on, and if you hit that lucky spot, the whole thing will delete. Now, occasionally, you won't hit that lucky spot, and you'll just get one of these branches to be left to log out. So, we will hop in the tractor here, and we will give this a shot and show you what I'm talking about. So again, you just get that old stump cutter right there down in the center of this. You have to kind of put your blade in the ground and see, there you go. It is gone. All except for that one branch. Now, let's see if we can get it to actually disappear the whole thing. So let's try another one of these here. And we'll show you some more tips and tricks with trees here, especially on Calmsden Farm. It may work on other maps, but just what I've experienced here. So you get this thing down in the center here. Find that sweet spot, what I call it anyway. You might have to move your stump cutter around. Okay, we don't got the sweet spot on that one. This should be a better avenue right here, hopefully. Get this in view for you. There we go. And we left one again. Let's see. We'll try this other one right here really quick. See if we can get it to do it on this smaller bush tree. Get it, the whole thing to disappear. Oh, no, we must have brushed that limb, so it left that one. But hopefully that there helps you with those bush trees. We will worry about picking up those trees later. Now, the other thing I will show you, we can show you that here, is if you don't want to keep that tree limb and sell it, on all the trees, you start from the top. That's what I have found the best. Start from the top side of the tree once it falls. Put your stump cutter a little above the branch and then just drive down that tree limb and voila, it will disappear. Now, they don't all disappear that easy. Let's see if it will do what I want it to do here. You might get the whole... See, there you go. Now you're just driving down it. And you can do that with any tree. Any tree here on Calmsden Farm, and probably, I would assume, on any other map in FS22. Alright, now we're going to drive up to a couple of meadows and show you a couple of other things. So we will see you up at a couple of meadows up by the garden center. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are here in the hidden meadow that is by the garden center sell point area here on Calmsden Farm. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to put down this tree stump cutter. Gonna show you something else here. Now, in this meadow, there is about 5 or 6 trees that are floating trees, and I have finally got my floating trees cut down. So I have a little bit of a trick to show you on how to get your floating trees cut down. It's worked so far. It might not work on every one of them, but it's worked so far. Okay, so now once you have these big trees cut down, everybody, there's a couple of different ways to get rid of these trees. Now, you can take your stump cutter and drive down the tree. And what I mean by driving down the tree is start at the top side of the tree here and drive down to the base of the tree on each one of these limbs. And these limbs will disappear. Now, I haven't cut this tree up because occasionally these big trees will have a sweet spot. And if you hit that sweet spot from the top side of the tree, and I haven't figured out where the sweet spot is on each one of these trees yet, but if you hit that sweet spot, the whole tree will delete at once. So we're going to try and see if we can hit that sweet spot. Otherwise, we'll show you how to delete the rest of the tree. Now, you can delete the tree with the stump cutter or this front mulcher along with the other one. Right now, we're not hitting that sweet spot at all anywhere. But we'll show you if by chance we do. Okay, we're getting that branch to disappear. Now, a lot of people will start from the base of the tree, the bottom of the tree, and do the same thing. See, there you go. We had found the sweet spot. And what I was starting to say until we found that sweet spot is, let's hop out of the tractor, is a lot of people will try and make the tree disappear from the bottom side, this bottom side where your stump would be, and driving that way to the top of the tree. I have found that not to work very well. Okay, we're not going to try that tree because I got it all cut up. But we're going to go over here and we'll try and see if we can hit it on this other tree as well. Hit that sweet spot. Now, these trees are actually worth quite a bit of money, especially the base of the tree. And I'm going to show you that. Let's see if we can get this one to disappear as well here quick. And if we can't, then we'll move on to the next thing. But you just never know where you're going to hit that spot. So you kind of got to just drive down these branches. Now, I'm just taking out these trees because I want to use this land for something here on Calmsden Farm in this challenge. Otherwise, I would have kept these trees here in this meadow. But I'm going to be placing some stuff. And as you can see, we're not hitting that sweet spot with that tree. You just got to mess around, but that's quick ways to delete the trees if you want to delete them instead of sell them. Now, let's take this attachment off here. And I want to show you the stump cutter at deleting trees also. So we'll hook up to the stump cutter. We'll go over to this tree we got knocked down. And we're going to drive down the top side of each of these tree limbs and delete the tree out. So you just get your stump cutter just above the tree branch and drive down it. And you might have to raise it to adjust. And there you go, it deletes out. Now, I have found that if you drive from the bottom side of that tree limb to the top, it doesn't work as well. So like I said, start from the top of the tree and go to the bottom. Just like so. Now, we're deleting out some pretty good money here. Bumped my button to switch vehicles. So let's find another branch here. We'll drive down it. This can be a little, what do you want to say, time consuming, I guess, but it is a way to get rid of trees if you don't want to sell them. And of course, if you got your tree branches a little bit separated, that also helps a lot. Right now we've got them all mixed up together. But as you can see, we're getting that tree gone here in a hurry, and now we're caught up on some trees here. Get out of there. Alright, now let's drive down this branch here. As you can see, it is deleting. And also, if you go from the side, you can get the pieces to delete as well occasionally. If you hit it just right, we might have to lower it a little. Lower it some more. We haven't hit that. There we go. We hit it just right there. So that is a way to delete out your trees. Now, if we hook back up to the mulcher, let's put that down. Hook back up to the mulcher. You can do the same thing with the mulcher, and sometimes it works better than the stump cutter, but I honestly, myself, I like using the stump cutter. When it comes to taking out the tree limbs. Let's go over to that tree over there again. since we've already pretty much taken out this tree, let's finish it. We're going to drive on the other side here. Now, the only bad part about this is we'll damage our ground. But as you can see, our branch is disappearing. Now, if we do this right, we might get all three of those branches to disappear at once. So drive from the top to the bottom. And we almost got him. There we go. Okay, let's take that little piece. This works really well when you have like the little shavings that you get when you're after you cut your tree down that fall from the stump. Okay, let's get away from that. I'm trying to get you a good view here. Turn it on. Now, we shouldn't get the cut animation because that piece is small. But if we just drive over it and sit there for a second. There, it deleted. It's gone. And it didn't give you the cut animation. So even though you don't get the cut animation, tree limbs will disappear. Now, the other thing I want to show you is if you do want to log out these trees that are in these meadows, and you still want to make a little bit of money off of them, the thing to do is keep the bases of these trees. So here is a base of a tree right here. That was this tree over here. And we'll show you just how much that base will sell for, which is the bottom part of the tree. The other thing I'm going to show you quick here is we need our mulcher attachment again. So let's get hooked up to the mulcher attachment. We're going to show you one more trick of the trade here with trees on Calmsden Farm, and this will probably work on other maps. I don't know why it wouldn't. I just haven't messed with too many trees on other maps yet. I've been stuck here on Calmsden Farm. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a floating tree that I have cut down and I shoved out of the way over there. So here's the tree. And it was a floating tree. So here's a trick to get rid of your floating tree if you've never thought of it before. Get yourself a tractor. Probably at least a medium-sized tractor. I don't know if a small tractor. You might be able to do it with a small tractor as well. I just don't know if you'll have any added height if you get a medium tractor. I'm sure that your height will increase. So get on a trailer. Let's fold up our trailer. We should be able to keep our tractor on there for this little distance. So let's just get that. Let's get a above view here. Hopefully give me a better look at this. Okay, that should work right there. Okay, let's get in our John Deere here. We'll turn on our lights so it gives you a little bit better look. Turn on the stump cutter. We will reverse to the stump. Okay, now the thing we're going to do is we're going to lower our stump cutter and then we're going to raise it back up. And once it raises back up, it should delete that stump. So we're caught against the tree stump. Now if we raise it back up, there, it is gone. So hopefully y'all can try that with any of your other floating trees on other maps. if you've never thought about that, to give you a little added height, to get your tractor on a trailer and back up to the stump just as I did right there and get rid of your floating tree. Alright, now we're going to go over here. We're going to unhook this stump cutter, or mulcher I mean. Let's drop that right there. Now, we should probably just get the truck. That would be a lot quicker. Let's hop out of the tractor. Let's get the truck. Yeah, that would be a lot quicker. The other thing to remember, everybody, is if you are not aware and you haven't done too much logging yet, just remember that your sawmills still have a fill limit, even if you don't own the sawmill for production. So your sawmill will still fill up. And I have my sawmill full, even though it's produced some. I still have room in my sawmill. I did end up purchasing it. But I have another sell point for logs here on Calmsden Farm. So we're going to take you to that, because it doesn't have a fill limit. Okay, so the other thing before we go there, everybody, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen Mr. Sealy P's recent video about this bag lifter. This bag lifter works really well at a number of things, everybody. Works really good at picking up these trees. And we don't got a lot of weight. We don't got any weight except for wheel weights. But let's just show you here. We can try and pick up this tree. It'll strap to this tree. See, and we're picking it up, but we don't got any weight, so it's too heavy. But you can pick up your tree logs with this bag lifter and load them up on your trailers. So as you see here, we could pick up that log right there and then put it on our log trailer. So this big bag lifter works wonders. Now the other thing you can do with this, everybody, is this thing is endless. You can pick literally anything up with this bag lifter. So let's see if we can pick this thing up. We're not low enough to it yet. Let's get a little lower. Still not low enough. Alright, there we go. We have attached to our mulcher, but again, we don't have any weight on the back end. So we're not able to pick it up. But let's put this on here as some weight. Now, let's say we want to transport our stump cutter without it attached to our tractor, or you don't have a front link. Let's grab it. Now we can move our stump cutter with us if you don't got a front link on your tractor. Let's just drop it right there. Now, not only can you do that, everybody, but you can also move other equipment. Now, it's attached to our trailer, so we ain't going to be able to lift it. But if we put this over the top of the truck, we're attached to the truck. We're picking up the truck, but it's attached to the trailer. We'll just drop it right now. But anyway, I've even picked up some of those heavy cotton bales with that thing, and it works wonders. It will pick up a cotton bale, but you want some weight on your back end. Alright, let's get back in the truck here, and we're going to go show you just how much the bases of these trees will make you approximately for each base at this sell point that I'm using here on Calmsden Farm. Now you could sell these at the sawmill also, or carpentry, but we will see you down at my sell point. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are down here on Calmsden Farm by the biogas plant, and I had bought and purchased a biomass heating plant that's in your productions in FS22 as a sell point. So here at this sell point, you can sell trees. So we will get out of the truck, and we'll just see how much that one base of that tree is going to bring us at the biomass heating plant that doesn't have a fill limit. $1,056 for that base. So not too bad, and we are in February. We're playing with seasons, and the price of wood right now is not the best. So you could even probably make more than that when the price of wood is great. Now, I'm going to take you by one other place here on Calmsden Farm that I hope you learned something out of this video that may give you some new ideas for Calmsden Farm or other maps that have bush trees on them to help give you some room. So we'll see you over at the meadow behind the pigs and the horses. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Well, we are here behind my pigs and my horse pen, and here is that grass meadow area. It has all those trees around it, and a lot of the trees that are around this meadow are those bush trees. So if you just take out those bush trees, you still could leave the other trees and give you a nice view around your meadow here. So a lot of these trees that are in this meadow are those bush trees that you just need to place that stump cutter, down in the middle of the bush tree and turn it on and make the bush tree disappear. Now I have deleted out or logged out a lot of the other trees, so it looks really open here for you all in this video. But yeah, I hope you all got something out of this tips and tricks for trees, especially here on Calmsden Farm, that may also work on other maps in FS22 when it comes to logging. So, if y'all liked what you saw, please leave me a tasty one on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery, and by you all people as a delicious donut. And don't forget to leave a delicious comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts by sharing all the videos and the streams with all your friends and family. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.